In this video, we'll take a quick look at some of the reporting options that are available for not only HR, but for you as an agency user as well. Within a company, simply navigate to the tab Reports. From here, we can see our full suite of reports. As we scroll down, we can see the list continues on. Navigating back to the top, I want to point out a couple important things here. In the left-hand section under Ad Hoc Reports, this is a section which allows you to create custom reports. The important thing to keep in mind here is that there are some reports that contain far more detailed information that can be included based on the type of plan. So, for example, if I was trying to run a report that included information about voluntary or group life in AD&D, I'd want to use this ad hoc report for voluntary and group life in AD&D. But let me show you how easy it is to create a custom report within our system. We're going to go ahead and build a quick custom report. We'll start with our employee fields. Just grab a few pieces of information here. We can see we have things like office, class, departments, divisions, have these little filters. That gives us an opportunity to pre-filter our results. Lots of information that can be included here. Just select the fields you need, scroll to the top, and we'll move on to our enrollment section. Here we can select which enrollment fields we want to include. So here I want to know the plan name. Automatically we see I include start date, end date, and decline reason. I recommend you leave those on. If I also want to know the coverage level, I can select that. Perhaps I also want to know the plan monthly cost. Moving over to the right, scrolling back to the top, I can see all of my options. I can include dependents. I can exclude information, including information about those who declined an enrollment, haven't ended enrollment, or who were never enrolled. In the type of enrollment, I could allow my report to be filtered to show me only current or only open, but in this case, I'm going to go ahead and select default. The limitation system allows you to search for enrollments that were entered into the system between a specific period of time and or where the coverage was effective between a certain period of time. Additional filters we see here. I have the option to pre-filter my report based on class. So if I was only interested in looking at full-time employees that have coverage, I would select full-time. Now, we can see here in some of the others, you don't have to select all of these that you want to see. If you want to see any of those coverage levels, simply leave them all unselected and they'll be included by default. To view your report, scroll back to the top. On the left navigation, select View. Here we can see all of our enrollment information that we requested. If we realize we forgot to include something, maybe we needed their middle initial, we simply go back to our fields. Middle initial is going to be under the employee fields. Select the field you desire and select View. We can now see that middle name has been included, but it's at the very end of our report. If we don't want that to be at the end and we need it to be in between first name and last name, we can go to Fields, Reorder, pull that middle name from the bottom and insert it where we need it, in between first name and last name. To view those results again, select View. From here, we have the option to download our report, which would save it to our desktop, or we have the option to save the report, which would allow us to save the structure of the report so that every time we're using this report, we do not have to come in and recreate from scratch. I'm going to go ahead and save that template and return back to my reports menu. This will now be here in my Manage Save Reports. I can see I have two templates I've created. This one is specific to UHC. I can come in, hit my actions. I can share this report with additional users within my agency. I can also share it with HR users so that every time they come in and need that information, they don't have to go in and recreate the report from scratch either.